my Porch prints, and today we are going to be using these keyhole shapes to make a journal cover and then also a page for a book. And the cover, I actually haven't hooked it onto my journal yet, is it's not actually something that can be opened, it's just the illusion of a keyhole, but it looks really cute, I think. And then the page actually can be opened. And so we're going to do both of these methods today. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So to start, we're going to go ahead and cut out our keyhole. I went ahead and printed this on cardstock, and this is 110-pound Pen+Gear brand cardstock, but you can choose whatever works best for you. And I'm going to go ahead and round the corners with a corner rounding punch. And if you wanted to, you could print this, and cut it on a cutting machine like a Cricut or something similar. But just be aware that it will change the size just a little bit sometimes, like in Design Space. And if you're not using a cutting machine, you need to cut out this white part in the middle. And to start, I like to just give myself a hole to stick my scissors in. So I just punch it out like this and give myself just kind of a starting spot. And then let me grab my small scissors. And then I'll give myself kind of a larger start area by cutting out some of this white space. And then I'll kind of go in and do some of the more detailed cutting. Okay, and then once your keyhole is cut out, you can choose an image to go behind it. I like to use one of the journal pages from one of the kids. And let's see, I've got this one from my Alice in Wonderland. It's my Shabby Alice journal kit. And you just kind of decide where you want it. And then we'll go ahead and put this together. Okay, so once you decided kind of where you want your keyhole to go on your image, you can, that looks about right, you can trace around it with pencil. And then we're gonna just go ahead and cut the image out. And I'm going to cut it slightly smaller than the outline so that it doesn't show around the edges of the keyhole. Okay, and I might cut it actually just a little bit smaller because I think these corners want to poke out a little bit. Okay, and if you want to, now's a good time to ink your edges. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and use some Distress ink just so that there's no white parts showing on my edges here. Okay, and then I've got some foam mounting tape. You can hear my dog Toby jingling in the background. And I'm going to go ahead and use that to attach this. And what that's going to do is give dimension so that this pops off a little bit and it actually looks like you're looking through a keyhole. And before I do that, I'm going to be using some fussy cut pieces to decorate. And these particular ones came from a few different kits in my Etsy shop. So if you go to the fussy cut section of our shop, you'll find a lot of different kits that have tea and roses and these woodland ones, and you can just kind of pick whichever ones work for you. But what I want to do is kind of layer them. So I'm thinking I'm going to put some behind the keyhole and some in front. This will be a little tricky because I'll have to move the keyhole to glue these down. So I think that'll be good for behind. So then I'm going to decorate around the outside. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and use my mounting tape to attach my keyhole to my back piece. There's a little bit poking out down here. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and just decorate around our keyhole. And I'm going to give it some more dimension by using puffy tape on the pieces that are on top. Okay, so there we go. And then what you can do is attach this to your journal cover. And you can also make a page in your journal with this if you want to. Okay, and if you want to use this for a journal page insert, there's a few different ways you can do it, but we're going to go ahead and create a hole that you can see through, and then when you flip the page, you'll see the image that's underneath. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but we'll go ahead and do it. So what I want to do is, first of all, you want to make sure that this will show correctly through your keyhole, the image that you want to see. And once you get that kind of lined up, you know, you can kind of eyeball where to put it on the previous page. And then I'm going to go ahead and just trace inside here. And then we'll just cut this part out. My punch isn't long enough, so I'm going to just do this. Kind of get it started. Okay. And instead of mounting tape on this one, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it down. And then you can insert that into your journal. And if you want, you could cover up this backside with another keyhole. But you may want to ink the edges just a little bit when you're done, because the white might show through just a little bit. Okay, so we've got our keyhole image, and I'm going to go ahead and insert it in my journal. And since I put it together ahead of time, it'll have to be a center page like this. So keep that in mind. Here we go. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Okay, this image is from our Once Upon a Forest journal kit, and I went ahead and cut out another keyhole, and we're going to go ahead and attach it here. Okay, so we've cut the image to size, and now would be a good time to ink the edges if you want to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and just leave them so that we can finish this. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this piece to this piece with the mounting tape. Okay, and now we can start decorating. And these are fussy cut pieces that actually come with the Once Upon a Forest kit. So I've cut these out, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of lay them out where I want them, and then I'll go ahead and glue them down. Okay, we're all finished, and you can go ahead and attach that to your journal cover for kind of a cool keyhole dimensional look. And if you're curious about the printables that I used today, you'll find those links in the description box below. And then also, if you'd like to know how to make a junk journal, I'll put a link down there for that as well. All right, thanks for watching, everyone.